With us now, Representative Richard Hudson joining us moments ago. Of course, everyone knows we were just explaining that the House passed a bill that would require additional background checks. Congressman Richard Hudson co-wrote that bill, and he joins me now. Congressman, welcome. You're asking for something that is pretty basic here. You just want additional background checks. You want an FBI check on any refugees coming into this country. How does it make you feel knowing that you and your fellow lawmakers want this, but the president has said he will not even entertain this idea of a stricter background check?
Right. Well, I would say more importantly, the American people want this. They've said loud and clear that while we're a compassionate nation, while we're welcoming to refugees, we want to be assured that the folks we're allowing in, we're able to screen them. And so today, the People's House spoke on behalf of the American people in a bipartisan, veto-proof way that we want to see this program slowed down until we can make sure we know who these folks are.
Explain to me the program itself. I mean, I've been outlining it to viewers. It would basically be an FBI background check. You're not actually checking into religion, however, and you're not actually calling for the dismantling of the refugee program.
That's absolutely correct. You know, what we're saying very simply, and it's not Richard Hudson saying there's a problem, it's the FBI director saying there's a problem with this screening these refugees. It's the Secretary of Homeland Security saying that we don't have enough information to screen these individuals. And so all our legislation says is let's stop the process, let's put a halt on it, unless and until the FBI director can put a process in place that he feels confident that we can check the backgrounds, and until the Homeland Security Secretary has a process that he feels like he can say these individuals, each one is not a threat.
Were you surprised when the president said he would veto this?
I was, and I was disappointed, although the president has offered a veto threat on every single bill we've ever brought to the House floor. And so my hope is that after having a veto-proof bipartisan vote today, that working with some very common sense Democrats in the Senate who are very good on these issues, like Dianne Feinstein and Chuck Schumer and others, we can put this on the president's desk in a bipartisan way on an issue where 75% of the American people are with us, and maybe the president will reconsider.
You mentioned that bipartisanship. You had 47 Democrats voting for this. When you look around the country right now at all the governors that have said we don't want to take refugees, you've got some Democrats, the Democrats from New Hampshire, their Governor Maggie Hassan, saying that we need to re-examine this right now. There seems to be an overall sentiment in the country from Americans across the country that we need to re-examine our policies.
Absolutely, and I go home every weekend to Concord, North Carolina, and the folks back home all last weekend were saying to me, stop this process if there's no way to screen them. And it's not Republicans or Democrats, it's everyone. And again, we're not saying don't ever allow refugees in, or don't allow Syrians in, or don't allow these folks to ever come. We're just saying if the FBI director and the Homeland Security Secretary say we can't properly vet them, then we're not going to let them in.
All right, thank you so much. Good to have you with us as that news breaks there.